Here we are again, week 11, November 2nd through the 8th. I want to remind you this is a 7-week quarter, so your kids need to stay on top of things a little more than maybe on a 9 or a 10-week quarter. This week we're going to be working on proportions, but before we do that, we got to work on rounding. A lot of questions with proportions and ratios, and by the time they're in 7th grade, involve them being able to round to the nearest hundredth, whole number, thousandth, tenth, and we've had problems with that. So we're going to take an entire day. We would have watched one video this week. We are watching two, but again, he presents it in such a way. If I was with them, I might not show the rounding. Probably wouldn't show the rounding video. Since I'm not with them, he presents it in a way that I would at school. So they're going to have two videos to watch, and I'll run you down through that. You have Alex. Again, the 10 topics are due. That was asked me during conferences. Alex is not a supplement to the textbook. It's right there and runs parallel with it. So it's not a supplemental resource. I'm sorry. It runs right parallel with the textbook, and I pull the lessons out that are aligned with the textbook. As far as the learning path goes, that is the students working on their level, and there is an attached video to this page below that tells you how they could be using Alex more effectively to learn. It's not just questions at them. They can also learn the concepts. And again, it teaches it like Math Antics does. It teaches it like Khan does. It teaches it like I would. So if they get stuck or you get stuck and you're like, I don't know, watch that video. It'll work you through the explanation, how to use the explanation, the example, go back and then apply it to the problems they have. And the learning path works at their level. We're going to watch the rounding video in class. I can't get them to watch it out of class, so we're going to take time to do it. And it'll take about 15 minutes. I'm going to have a presentation or practice problem for them to do. Not that much. I want to show them how to do the slides. Basically, that's what they're going to get out of that. On Wednesday, and then the rounding practice slides, and it's due by beginning class on Wednesday, Thursday. There's 4 pages of it. All they have to do is type in I put the text box there. If they start typing, the numbers will appear. If they don't go perfectly in each box that they have for the paper I have for them, worksheet, that's okay. It'll be okay. We can read through it. Wednesday, Thursday class, again, learning path for Alex. We're going to discuss the rounding practice. We'll go back to the practice they had on the slides, discuss it. And then there's going to be a quiz on rounding. I'm going to give them probably 5 questions. Can you round to the nearest thousandth, hundredth, tenth, whole number, and then a random one to see if they are where they need to be. We'll watch another Math Antics video on proportions, because that's where we were supposed to start, actually on Monday, Tuesday. And then there will be a Pear Deck presentation on that, and then some practice, and this time it's going to be out of Alex, using Alex. There will be no quiz this Friday because we won't be ready to take a quiz on proportions. What we'll do is next week we'll practice proportions more, and there will be a quiz next week. Next week we'll practice proportions, whether they are proportion, not proportion, so forth. And then what we're working on is by the week of Thanksgiving, we will be testing on this. So that's only 3 weeks away, believe it or not. 2nd, 9th, 16th. Yeah, 3 weeks away. So we'll be working on proportions now until Thanksgiving. And that rounds up the week. If you want to see what's being graded, it's down here. There'll be 6 grades for this week. So if you have any questions, once again, get hold of me. Probably the best way, I guess, Parent Square, if you know how to use that. I still prefer texting and calling if you want. 937-854-0017. My extension is, I think, 3118. 3118. Okay, thanks. Bye.